Is that tiny red bump on your dog from a tick or a flea? Do you really know the difference? Most pet owners see small itchy spots on their dogs and immediately assume it's a flea. Others panic and think it's a tick. The truth is, both ticks and fleas bite. Both leave marks and both can make your dog miserable. But their bites are not the same, and knowing the difference can actually save your dog from serious problems. Flea bites are quick, itchy, and usually show up in clusters. A flea jumps onto your dog, bites to suck some blood, and jumps away. That's why you often see several small red bumps together, like tiny dots. Ticks, on the other hand, are sneaky. A tick doesn't bite and leave. It latches onto your dog's skin and stays there, feeding for hours or even days. That's why a tick bite usually looks like a single raised red bump, sometimes with the tick still attached. If you look closely at the skin, flea bites are usually small, red, pinpoint dots that show up in groups or lines, often around the base of the tail, belly, or inner thighs. Tick bites are larger and raised, and if the tick has already dropped off, you might see a scab or a dark spot where the mouth parts were attached. Sometimes the skin stays inflamed for days, long after the tick is gone. Fleas are incredibly itchy. Dogs will scratch, chew, and even pull out their own fur because the irritation is so strong. Tick bites usually don't itch right away. That's what makes them more dangerous. They can go unnoticed while the tick quietly transmits bacteria or disease. Fleas move fast, jump around, and are hard to catch. If you part your dog's fur, you might see tiny brown insects darting away. Ticks don't jump or run. They crawl slowly and then lock themselves into the skin like tiny anchors. When you part the fur, a tick just sits there, firmly attached. Flea bites are annoying, but tick bites can be far worse. Flea bites can cause flea allergy dermatitis, intense scratching, and even tapeworms if the fleas are ingested. Tick bites can lead to Lyme disease, ehrlichiosis, babesiosis, and in some cases, even paralysis. So while fleas are a nuisance, ticks are a real health threat. To check for fleas, use a flea comb. You'll often find flea dirt, tiny black specks that look like pepper but turn reddish-brown when wet. That's digested blood. To check for ticks, run your fingers slowly over your dog's skin. Ticks feel like small, hard bumps, often hiding around the ears, neck, and between the toes. Regular grooming and checking after walks in grassy areas is key. If flea bites are causing excessive scratching, hair loss, or skin infection, it's time to see a vet. The same goes for tick bites with swelling, pus, or if your dog seems unusually tired. And if you ever remove a tick, but part of the head stays behind, a vet should handle it to prevent infection. The next time you see a red bump on your dog, remember this. Fleas bite in clusters and cause intense itching, while ticks leave a single raised bump and can spread dangerous diseases. Knowing this difference isn't just about comfort. It's about protecting your dog's health, and maybe even saving their life. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because every pet owner needs to know how to keep their furry friends safe from parasites.